Good day, y'all. Back in the garden, and this time I'm going to be talking about the shrubs and perennials that have a blue tinge to it, or silver, and that how they add such an accent. Because again, the series that I'm doing is to cover the bases of foliage color in the garden so that you're not reliant on blooms all the time, because the blooms sometimes are only for as little as 2 weeks to 4 weeks long. So it's really nice to have a base, and the color scheme for the base is red, yellow, green, and blue. So we're on to the blue. We'll begin with the trees and shrubs. Here we have a blue spruce globe. It is the most bright blue I have in the garden. It's maybe like 5 inches a year. Like this, for example, this is new growth here. And the new growth is soft, but then these needles are actually kind of prickly, so it's such a statement piece. And one of the most expensive shrubs that I own. Yep. They also come, I was so close to getting it, but they come in a conical kind of dwarf sister variety, it's called. But instead of going for that, I went with this more blue-green juniper. It's called Moon Glow Juniper, and it's not as blue, but it has blue tinge to it. Right now, I don't know if I have too many things close to it. I don't think so. I think it was winter damage that caused some of the inside needles to brown. But I think it's gonna be just fine and bounce back. I'm gonna protect it a lot better for the winter. I'm gonna stake up some burlap that is not touching the tree. And I apparently you're only supposed to do it for the first 3 years, and it should be able to hold its own. This will be its 4th winter coming up. So I'm just gonna give it more protection because I don't think I did it right this winter. Anyways, it's still really pretty, and it's going to be a narrow upright juniper as long as I fix that lean, the slight lean. Really pay attention to the structure of the one you buy. I think this always had a lean to it, and I just thought, oh, well, that's probably where the sun was. This time the sun is coming from this direction, so I thought it would sort itself out. It has not. It's still totally leaning towards the fence, but anyways, still. And that's basically all I have for trees and shrubs that are blue. So now I'm just gonna go on to some perennials, because I mean, there's not a lot of blue foliage out there, right? So let's look at some perennials. See if you can spot what has a blue tinge to it. Yeah, these irises. They're purple iris flowers, but I like the foliage just because it's got the blue tone to it, as well as like a white variegation. Also here we have Jack Frost Brunnera, and these really big leaves have a silver tinge, and so they also shine out as a blue-ish tone to the garden. Can you see the next one? I guess this is technically a shrub, but it's just so tiny and it grows so slowly. This is a blue star juniper. I think that's because the needles look like little stars. And it finally got some height to it in its 3rd year, which is this year. A little bit of extra height here. It's very prickly. And that's got a nice kind of like ground cover feel to it. It'll definitely like want to come out into the grass, so I'll have to keep trimming it, but I'll let it take up this whole space here. Now, this is debatable. It's definitely in the green family, but it has some silver spots on it. So this is Pulmonaria, and there's all different kinds of Pulmonaria, different varieties. And so it depends how much silver is on the leaf. But I mean, it has that, yeah, it has that silver. Not as much as the Brunnera, but just enough to make it interesting. Now I do see some silver here, but I'm skip it because I just kind of Chelsea chopped or just pruned off that in half, so it's not looking its greatest right now. It'll pop up eventually. There is some blue tinge here, but I called this a yellow perennial. I find the yellow is more obvious, but the inside is a blue tone, blue-green tone. Here we go. Oh, this is so pretty. So this is called Japanese painted fern, and this variety is Godzilla, so it's a little larger than the one that sometimes other people put in their garden. I find like the little ones, they're also exactly the same look but only super tiny. I forget what they're called, but they're like the more popular ones. But I found this Godzilla one thinking it was the small one, but it ended up growing really big. I split it in 4 but already, and it's only been 3 years, so that's pretty cool. Another Brennera. So this is the Artemisia I was telling you about, and you do have to it gets leggy, so you do have to cut it in half and then it'll grow back thick again. This is a silver mound, because usually it mounds like a little circle, but once it's overgrown a tad, it looks more like this, and it has a beautiful silver tone to it. Yeah, right? So blue, red, yellow, blue, purple, red, green. This is a pulmonaria, but I find the dots, the spots on it aren't as silver as the other one, so I consider it a green. Oh yeah, okay, so this is like also in the Artemisia family, this one and this one, but it's a taller and way more spreading perennial. So you have to be careful with this one because it's aggressive. And now what is it called, eh? I don't know. It was given to me. I have no idea which variety this is. Squirrels chasing themselves. Oh. Okay. They chase from that tree right across here, and then Coco goes ballistic. Hey, squirrel chaser. Did you get him? You're too short, bud. I'll go back. Okay. So yeah, I don't know what variety it is. I think it's something like King something Artemisia, but I'm just guessing based off a photo because again, it was given to me. I don't know what it's called. You can literally like rip one out, one single one out. See if I can grab one that's short. Ooh, they're all so long. Let's see, there. So I ripped 2 out, whatever, and you can see that it comes with its long taper root, and you can just cover that with some soil and maybe cut it here if you want it, the root to really take well. Cut it at its like first leaf, and yeah, it'll take like wherever you put it. Gosh, I might throw it there and it might root in, who knows. That's how aggressive it is, but I kind of like it. It's sort of worth it. I'm gonna go around here, all right. Blue hostas, right? There are blue hostas. This one's smushed. I'm gonna have to make room for it. Oh, speaking of things you can just pull out and you'll get the root. Check that out. It's so easy to pull this Monarda out. Get a piece of root, give it to a friend, or throw it over there and it'll compost. So yeah, this here, damn it, is sorry, now I'm just cleaning the garden in front of you. Okay, that's what we're doing now, is changed. This is a drinking gourd. Okay, a Biqua drinking gourd. And it's got this matte finish, and it cups, so it holds water. And it's really cool. It never gets eaten by bugs. But give it more room than I did. I might take out that Heuchera. Like, I don't love it. I don't even know what family color that is. I guess it's in the red purple family, but it's not, I mean, the glossy leaves are beautiful. Like, I think that's really cool. Maybe not beautiful, but cool. But I didn't realize how big it would get. I thought it'd be like a normal, smaller Heuchera. And it's like, I love life. I'm gonna be ginormous and take over your hostas. I might replace that, put like a little tiny red one as an accent, and then I'll have that kind of chartreuse red blue. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay, I'm giving this one away because I have nowhere else to put it. Unless I put it in places like, you know, like behind shrubs. Like I could put it right here and it would look kind of cool. I could do that. All right, anyways. A Bequa drinking gourd. All right, silver. Oh, there's more Artemisia. The silver mound and the king something, I don't even know. There's some, oh, I just put this here. It's just a ground cover. It's called Snow in Summer, and I showed it in a video in the early spring. It flowers white. It flowers like how a creeping phlox flowers. It looks exactly like creeping phlox. The flower's only white. Okay, moving along. What else we got? Oh yeah, this is a blue boulder fescue grass, and it is blue. You know, there's blue silver tinge to it. It doesn't love its life. It gets way too much water here in my clay soil, and so it always is on the verge of looking dead. But from far back, okay, looks good. Chartreuse, yellow, purple, red, blue, purple, chartreuse. And anything else? No, I already said the Brunnera. Okay, there's another hosta over here. Gosh, which one's this one called? Do I have a tag? No, I don't. Why do I always forget? Hold on, it'll come to me. Just give me a second. Okay, I had to look it up. It's called First Frost. Yeah, because it's got that blue frost on it and a little bit of yellow tinge on the edge there, a little white yellow. First Frost, hosta, love it. Yeah. Did I mention that one in the yellow hosta video? I mean the yellow shrub video in Perennial. There. Banana something. Oh, I actually have the tag. Banana Bay. Banana Bay. Sorry, must have missed that one. Sometimes I forget the walkway. Okay. Last one is, they call them pinks, but they're called dianthus. And because I don't call mine pinks because this is more of a white and red flower. But if you ignore the beautiful flowers, you will see that the foliage has a spiky blue tinge to it. I'll show you another one. That one I just moved, so it's surviving. Man, the video doesn't show how silver it is, but yeah. And so now we're back to the start. So like I said, in my opinion, having the foliage all different colors like that, you don't have to worry whether your flowers are in bloom or not, or how long. You don't have to get as anxious about it, because even when nothing's in bloom, the garden looks great, right? It's got so much color despite no flowers in bloom. That is the goal. And that's what I found out is the goal. I feel like anytime someone just starts gardening, they just focus on perennial flowers or annuals. And they're just like, that's what I need. I just need flowers. And then they don't realize how short flowers are. Even perennials, they don't go to the top of the fence. So they forget all about the base, you know, the structure, the base of what you need to make a garden look beautiful. And that's shrubs first. Foliage in consideration, and then layering with tall perennials, short perennials, ground covers in all different colors, if that's your vibe. Some people like a moon garden and it's all just green and white, like green foliage, white flowers, or sometimes white foliage but there's like hardly any. I guess the silver would count. But there's that, and some people only like pink and purple, and so they'll have that the whole year round. But I'm like, I find that's really hard to manage, because I find the spring brings the pink and purple and all these pastel colors, and then for I'm talking about flowering perennials, and then I find in the fall it's all like the black-eyed Susans and the yellows and the reds, and so I don't know, that's just my garden maybe, but it just seems like the color changes. It's like a vibe in spring versus summer versus fall. So yeah. Well, I hope you're enjoying this beautiful day in the sun. I'm getting a little sun, but I have protection on. But it just feels like, you know, that vitamin D you're missing all winter that seems so long, and it's so beautiful to have the sun out on you. Why do I live in Canada? I wish I had a slightly different climate and had more of this summertime, but that's okay. At least it's lush, like, because we have winter and rainy spring, we get this lush garden. So many options. Here's Coco's pool and his water that he drinks from. It's hot, eh, Coco? He's like, I'm out of here. I'm going in the shade. Peace out. Coco, is it hot out? Are you hot? Okay, I'm signing off. Until next video, which is going to be green shrubs and perennials that are like on purpose, not just the flowering kind. Just like, I bought it for the green variegated foliage, whatever. That's the next video. And a tour. I have to do a tour as well because it's the end June. So late June tour is coming up as well. Okay, see ya.